Hello, today we're going to practice the splits, the front splits. This word can scare some people, and everyone's practice of splits is going to look a little bit different. But essentially, it's a hip opening practice. One hip has to be in extension, i.e. the leg going back, and the other hip has to be in flexion, the leg going forward. So two things we're going to work on today is one, open up the back of the legs, and two, strengthening the front of the legs, particularly the hip flexors. A blanket is handy to have, but not necessary, but I definitely would recommend you have 2 bricks, or maybe a couple of shoe boxes, a few books as well if you're at home. Start off by lying down on your back. Bring your hands by your side and close your eyes. Just bring your awareness to how you're breathing. Notice the ebb and the flow of the breath. And slow it down just a little bit. Now place your right hand on your tummy and your left hand on your solar plexus, your chest. Take a long, slow inhale for your nose. Exhale for your mouth. And again, long, slow inhale for the nose. Let it go. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Okay. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. Instead of taking your hands onto your knee, take your hands onto your right hamstring and interlace your fingers and then lie back. So the right leg is really bent and the left leg is really straight. Pause in there for a moment. Try to keep the right knee as close to you as possible. So we're not going to allow the right knee to drift away. Flex all 10 toes. In other words, the toes are curling back towards you. Keep the knee close. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, start to extend your right leg up towards the sky. Now you may find the right leg doesn't straighten. That's okay. That's your active range of motion for the moment. But keep pushing the heel until you feel the intensity in the back of the right leg. Notice the difference if you flex the right toes. You might be shaking a bit already. Keep pulling the leg towards you. Toes are flexed. Take another breath in. Then real simple, as you breathe out, relax your right leg. Stay there. Take a breath in. Keep the knee close. Hug it in. Breathe out to extend the right leg again. Maybe you can go a bit further this time. Pause there, push the heel up, take an inhale. As you exhale, once again, relax the leg. Stay as you are, take your inhale, pull the knee in. Exhale to extend the right leg. Now hold it there. So keep the right leg as straight as you can. Maybe you start to lift your chest up, use the hands to help you. Another option, which I'd recommend to strengthen the core, is take the hands off the leg and reach the fingertips towards your toes. Pull the toes toward your face, holding it there. If you need more of a challenge, you can hover your left heel. Keep reaching up. So right hip is in flexion, left hip is in a bit of extension. Keep reaching the fingertips up, holding there for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lie down, take the knee to chest, but hands on the shin this time, and then use the left hand to take the right knee across the body. Just a very gentle twist. Cactus your right arm in line with your shoulder and turn your face towards the right. As you look towards the right, keep the right shoulder grounded. Take one full inhale. Then exhale, take the knee back to the middle. Okay, we're going to switch sides. So left knee comes in, right foot goes down, interlace the fingers around the back of the left hamstring, and then slide the right leg away. take the knee towards you. So hug it in, but relax the left leg completely. Then flex all 10 toes. Take a breath in. As we breathe out, begin to extend the left leg up. So again, you might notice the leg doesn't straighten completely. That's okay. But I'd like you to get to a point where something is happening. You're shaking maybe a little bit. There's work going on. Push the heel up, curl the toes down, take an inhale. As you exhale, relax your left leg. Pause there, hug the knee in again, inhale. Try and keep the knee closed. As we exhale, extend the left leg up. Hold it there, take an inhale. Exhale, relax the left leg. Keep the knee close, find your inhale. Last time, exhale, extend the left leg up. Keep the leg lifted, maybe use the hands to help lift your shoulders off the floor. So the lower back is down, potentially hands off, reach up. Think about the fingertips reaching past the toes. As the toes curl down, maybe just now the lower back's on the floor as you hover the right heel. Stay there for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Then lie back, hug the knee in. Right hand on the left knee, find your twist. Right hand, on the left knee, and then you can place the back of the left shoulder onto the floor and turn your face a little bit. Give it a few breaths. And find one more inhale. Then exhale, take your knee back to the middle. Nicely done. Take both knees in towards your chest. Come into a very brief happy baby. So you can hold the outer or the inner ankles, or if you like, hold the outsides of the feet and push the heels up towards the sky. Ground down for the lower back. And just holding it there, pushing the heels up. Now both your hips are in flexion, and you're trying to really lengthen out the lower back. Take another breath there. As you breathe out, cross the ankles and just roll yourself up to sit. Okay, find your 2 bricks. Bit extreme close up. Yep. So you got your 2 bricks, have them close by. Again, if you don't have 2 bricks, you can use a couple of shoe boxes. You can also use books. That really helps, just to bring the floor a little bit closer towards you. Come into all 4, just have the bricks close by near the top of the mat. Yeah, and then as you come into all 4s, have the tops of the feet down, and the tiptoes are right near the back edge of the mat. Shoulders are over your wrists, and the knees are underneath the hips. We are going to spend a little bit of time on our hands today, and there will be a chance to maybe practice a few handstand hops. So let's warm up the wrists a little bit. Keep the arms completely straight, and just start to draw little circles around your wrist going clockwise. And as you make those circles, maybe the breath and the movement match. So you might inhale for 1 circle, then exhale for the next circle. And then change directions, go anti-clockwise. Okay, then come back to center, turn the fingertips to face out, left fingertips face out to the left, right fingertips face out to the right, and just rock a little bit from side to side, pouring the weight. Again, keeping the arms straight. Rock from side to side as you breathe. You might be just quite gentle with yourself here, because the wrist is a real small joint, and we bear quite a lot of weight on it when we practice yoga. So take your time. 1 more time left and 1 more time right. And then come back to center. So completely externally rotate both hands. Right fingertips turn towards you, as do the left fingertips. So the right hand has gone clockwise and the left hand has gone anti-clockwise. And then you can just rock a little bit forwards and backwards. Again, make it real slow, real deliberate. And just notice what you're feeling in the underside of the wrists. I know this can be a little bit tedious, but it's really important to look after the wrists. Okay, come back to center, so stop moving. Internally rotate the right hand and the left hand. So now the left hand went clockwise and the right hand went anti-clockwise. And as you push down for the heel of the hands, it looks a bit weird. It might feel even weirder, But just trust the process. You don't need to move too much here. I like to stay pretty still. If you like, you can rock forwards and backwards and make circles, but I just like to be still and push the floor away. Stay in there for 3, for 2, for 1, then sit back on your heels. You have the option to tuck the toes under. I personally like this. And take your hands out in front and just open and close your hands. I do this practically every session, every practice. Because in yoga, we don't get a chance to pull, and therefore our forearms don't get a chance to get really strong. When we do this, we're replicating that pulling motion to really wake up all the muscles that support our wrists. Keep going as fast as you can for 10 seconds. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your hands down on the floor, back into all fours. Okay, from on all fours, lift the right heel up towards the sky. As you push the heel up, look towards the ceiling. Now with the heel towards the sky, imagine like you're trying to touch the heel off the back of your head. Take a breath in. Then point the toes as we breathe out, bring the knee towards the nose. Again, inhale, send the heel up, look up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, take the heel up, look up. Exhale, knee to nose. Now this time, inhale, take the heel up. But as we exhale, lean towards the right hand. It's going to be a tricky transition here. You might fall a little bit or wobble. Reach the left hand back. Hold on to the outer edge of the right foot, if you can find it. And then kick your right foot back. This variation is called Chapasana. So it's a way to get a really nice quad stretch and open up the front and the hip. Feel free to keep looking down. I find that's best for balance, or if it feels good to start turning and lift the right knee, give that a go. All right, keep the foot high, take another breath in. As we breathe out, put the left hand down, lift the right hand, step the right foot where the right hand was. Like a game of Twister. Then come up. Find a height or a low lunge, Anjanasana. So with the front knee bent now, we can take the front knee slightly past the front ankle and bringing the hands onto the thigh. From here, it can be a good idea to have a blanket or a mat, a doubled mat over underneath your left knee. Otherwise, just use the mat, draw the heel towards your back side. Try not to fall over. Reach the left hand back, hold on to the left foot, and then pull the heel in towards you. Again, this is enough for most people, but potentially reach the right hand back too. And hold it there. Lift the chest up. Lean back slightly. Stay there for 3, for 2, for 1. Now real slowly, without slingshotting your own leg, release the foot to the floor. Bring the hands down. Hands either side of your front foot. If you want to use your bricks, be my guest, or some sort of something to elevate your hands, you can do that. But keep the hands either side of your foot either way. I'm going to go fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest like you're doing your back bend. And then as we exhale, straighten the front leg, sit back a little bit. Maybe you flex your right toes towards you. So it should feel quite intense for the back of the right leg. On your next inhale, put the sole of the foot down, look up, lift the chest. Then as we exhale, once again, straighten the front leg, curl the toes towards you, fold over. Last time, put the foot down, inhale, lift up, look forward. Exhale, fold, Ardha Hanumanasana. Now inhale, rebend the front leg. And as we exhale, step back into our all fours. Put the palms down. Right, back at where we were, lift the left heel up. With the heel pushing towards the sky, look towards the ceiling, take a breath in. And then breathe out, point the toes, knee towards the nose. Breathe in, send the heel up to look up. Again, breathe out, knee to nose. And again, inhale, take the heel up. Last one of these. Exhale, knee to nose. Now inhale, take the heel up. And as you exhale, lean towards the left hand, reach the right hand back this time. Hold on to the foot. I recommend holding the outer arch so the right arm is in external rotation, and then you can kick your left foot back, but at the same time you're pulling it towards you a little bit. Again, looking down is best for balance, but if it feels okay with your balance, start to turn and find a bit of a back bend here. So you really open up the front of the body. Stay there for 3. Lift the heel for 2. For 1, put the right hand down, lift the left hand, step the left foot where the left hand was. Come to fingertips, or again, use your bricks. Inhale, take both hands onto your front thigh. Almost forgot King Arthur there. Can't forget him. Okay, from here, lean back a little bit, and then you have the option to draw the right heel towards the back side, grab onto the right foot, and pull the heel towards you. Could be right hand, could be left hand too. And this is kind of tricky for balance. Oops, as I go over there. You've got to really concentrate. So if you fell over like me, just try again. Pulling the heels towards you, leaning back. Pull the belly button in, stay in there for 3, for 2, for 1. Put the foot down, hands go either side of your front foot. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Then as you exhale, fold, flex your left toes. Stay there for a second. Push the left heel down, feel like you're slightly pulling it back. Toes are flexing. Next inhale, rebend the front leg, look up. Lift the chest. As we exhale, fold, straighten the leg. And again, inhale, rebend the front leg, look up. As we exhale, fold, flex the toes. Now inhale, rebend the front leg. And as we exhale, real simple, just step back. Knee goes down, your back in all fours position. Take the blocks so they're out of the way completely. And from all fours now, tuck your toes under. Take an inhale. As you exhale, find a downward facing dog. Lift the hips up. And push the right heel down towards the floor. You can bend your left leg a little bit. And as you push the right heel down, maybe lift the right toes away from the mat. Feel a big opening in the lower part of the right leg. Take a breath in. As we breathe out, simply switch. Bend the right leg, push the left heel down towards the floor, and then maybe start to lift the left toes away. Arms are pushing your chest towards your thighs. Take another inhale. Exhale, bend both your legs slightly. Now we're not gonna do too much upper body today, but we want to do a little bit just to balance out the practice. So we're going to move through a few rounds of half Surya A, and just using the upper body mainly. So from a downward facing dog, inhale, roll forward simply to plank. Then pause there as we exhale. So keeping the shoulders over the wrists, pressing the floor away. Looking down just in between your hands. Take a breath in. Breathe out back to downward facing dog, lift the hips up. Breathe in, roll forward to your plank on the balls of the feet. As we breathe out, take your down dog, push the heels down, maybe lift the toes. One more time, breathe in, come forward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Okay, from our downward facing dog, breathe in, lift the right leg up towards the sky, but keep the right leg straight. Then point the right toes. As we breathe out, take the knee towards your nose. Doesn't have to touch, but as close as you can go. Inhale, send the heel up and back. Exhale, knee towards the nose again. One more time, inhale, take it up and back. Exhale, knee towards the nose, and then step the foot through. Keep the back knee off the floor this time. Inhale, take the hands up. Just pause there for a sec as you exhale. So now the hands are reaching up towards the sky. We're in a high lunge, full crescent pose. Take another breath in. And then breathe out slowly. Take your hands down either side of your front foot. We're going to practice the exact same thing we were just doing on our knee, but now without the knee being on the floor. It's going to be a little bit more intense. Hands at either side of your front foot or on bricks. Inhale, look forward, bend the front leg. Then as you exhale, begin to straighten it and fold over. Now, if this is enough for you, you can stay like this with the right foot on the floor, or potentially flex the right toes away. Rebend the front leg, inhale, look forward and up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, maybe flex the toes and fold. One more time, inhale, rebend the front leg, look up. Exhale to fold. Now staying here for a few breaths. If you like, you might be able to bring the nose towards the knee. You can walk the hands forward a little bit further to get a bit lower. Stay in there for 3, for 2, for 1. Re-bend the front leg. Inhale, take the hands up to the sky just once. And then as we exhale, place the hands down and step back into a plank. Take a breath in plank. Breathe out, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Breathe in, slide through to a cobra, lift your chest. And then breathe out, take a downward facing dog. From our down dog, breathe in, left leg goes up, but stay straight. Breathe out, point the toes, knee towards the nose. Breathe in, send the heel up and back. Again, breathe out, knee towards the nose. One more time, breathe in, take it back. Breathe out, knee to nose, step the foot forward. Back knee stays off the floor. Breathe in, sweep your arms up to the sky. And pause there as you breathe out. Just enjoy being up, a little bit of weight off the hands. Take another breath in, hands are reaching. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, look up, bend the front leg if it's straight. And then as you breathe out, fold over. Straighten the front leg. Again, maybe it's feeling a bit tender, stick with the left foot on the floor, or potentially lift the left toes away. Breathe in, put the foot down, look up, lift the chest with the arms. Then breathe out, re-bend, re-straighten the front leg, fold over, flex the toes. One more time, sole the foot down, breathe in, look up. And breathe out to fold, straighten the front leg. Okay, stick with this if you like. Your hands might be on the bricks, or walk your hands forward and think about your nose going towards your knee. Stay in there for 3, for 2, for 1. Re-bend your front leg. Inhale, take the hands up all the way to the sky just once. And then as we exhale, put your hands down and step back to your plank. Take a breath in plank. Breathe out, knees, chest, chin. Breathe in, slide through to cobra. And breathe out to downward facing dog. Okay, take a moment here in your downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet out on the spot a little bit. Now we're going to start adding in a few more poses. So from our downward facing dog, breathe in, right leg goes up. Just once, breathe out, knee towards the nose. And step the right foot through. Keep the fingertips down. This time, breathe in, lift the chest, look up. Front leg's bent. And as we breathe out, fold, straighten the front leg. Re-bend the front leg. Breathe in, take the hands up. As we breathe out, come into a standing split. So hands go down, lift the left leg up towards the sky. So when I say standing splits, as you can see, for me, it's more like a standing L. But this is where I'm at. But this is what my hips allow. So lift your left leg as high as you can. Yeah, it might be a case your left toes are pointing towards the sky, and that's great, but try not to turn the hip out, the left hip. Let the pelvis stay quite square. That's what we're going to be doing in our splits. Left foot is as high as possible, and you're allowing the right leg to be straight. Feeling a bit of space in the back of the right leg. Take a breath in here. Without the left foot touching the floor, as you breathe out, start to stand up and take your left knee with you. Hug the knee in. Yeah, so we're in a stalk pose, but we're hugging the knee. So as you pull the knee towards you, lift your chest up and really compress the hip flexor. Knees so high. Keep the knee this high, just bring your hands by your side. Yeah, exactly. Now, knee stays high, take a breath in. Breathe out, extend your left leg out. Left toes are flexing back towards your face. Take a breath in. Then breathe out, swing the leg back, come into warrior 3 for a second, hands reach back. Take a breath in. Breathe out, standing splits. Breathe into a half lift. Then as we breathe out, just step the left foot next to the right foot. Right next to it. Bend the knees. Breathe in, take a chair pose. Holding it there as you breathe out. Now in a moment we're going to sit down, but you might fall over. So if you fall over, just get back up again. Lift the heels off the floor. Sit down on your heels real slow. As soon as our bum touches the floor, we're going to lift our right leg up. So you can always pause the video and rewind it a few seconds if you get a bit mixed up or you just fall over basically. Sit your bum down. As soon as your bum touches the floor, take the right leg off the floor. Interlace the fingers around the back of the right leg. As close to the ankle as possible. You might be grabbing the foot if that's available to you, and then pull the leg towards you. Now stay there, keep the right toes flexed, start to slide the left heel away. So our left leg is long, it's going to help us to counterbalance. Pull the foot towards your or the leg towards your face, take an inhale, then exhale, just lie back. Great, stay there. Start to pull your chest up, keep the lower back on the floor like we did at the start, and maybe the knee can come towards the nose. Hold in there for 5, lift the left heel for a second, for 2. For 1, take both knees in, cross your ankles, roll back, inhale, and as we exhale, hands go down, step or jump back and move for that vinyasa. So you can jump back, lower down. Breathe into your back bend, and breathe out to downward facing dog. Okay, from downward facing dog, breathe in, left leg goes up, left leg straight. Breathe out, knee towards the nose just once, and then step the foot through. Great. Okay, from here, breathe in, take the hand, let's keep the hands down, sorry. Breathe in, look forward. Then as you breathe out, fold, straighten out your front leg. Maybe you flex the left toes towards you, holding it there. Rebend the front leg, breathe in, take the hands up. As we breathe out, find our standing split. So hands go down, lift the right leg towards the sky. And as the right leg is lifting up, we're folding down, trying to keep the left leg straight. Should feel pretty intense with the left leg. Again, pelvis is square and we're lifting the right heel as high as we can. Find another inhale. Without the right foot touching the floor, as we exhale, slowly come up. Take the right knee, shall I say, in towards our chest. And hug it in. Yeah, very common to fall over in that bit there. With the knee really high, pull it in. Keep the knee this high, take another breath in, and then breathe out, extend your right leg out. Hands just by your side. Flex the right toes, you're lifting as high as you can. Take another breath, then breathe out, swing the leg back, come to a very brief warrior 3. Arms reach back. Take a breath in, breathe out, standing splits, hands go down. Lift the right leg. Breathe in, take a half lift, then breathe out, step your right foot next to your left foot. Bend the knees, breathe into your chair pose. Uttanasana. Pause there as you breathe out, lifting the chest up. Start to lift the heels off the floor. Sit down on your heels. Pause there in a little toe squat. Then, bum down, left foot up, catch your left leg. Yeah. So as you pull the leg in towards you, you're using a little bit of arm strength. Chest is lifting up. Holding it there. Then start to slide the right leg away. Pull the leg in towards you. Take another breath. Then breathe out. Lie back. Take the left leg with you. Chest lifts. Lower back is on the floor, but the upper back is off. And start to pull the knee towards your nose. Maybe you hover your right heel an inch. Hold there for 3, for 2, for 1. Take the legs in, cross the ankles the opposite way. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll forward. Put the hands down. Take your vinyasa. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, from my downward facing dog, inhale, right leg goes up. Keep the leg up this time. As you exhale, bring the heel towards your backside and open up your hip. So now the right knee is the highest point in the body. Take a breath in. As we breathe out, step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. You can take your back knee down if you like. I'd recommend keeping it up. Come to fingertips, lift your chest. We're trying to keep some extension in the left hip. Now with the chest lifting up, you're pulling your chest through your arms. Stay there if you like. Again, if you got your bricks, you can use your hands on your bricks. That's a good option. But lift the chest up, find extension as opposed to flexion. Option to stay here if you like, or come a bit lower. Maybe left forearm goes down, and maybe the right forearm goes down. Sometimes left forearm will go down handy enough, but the right forearm won't. And that's okay. You may be asymmetrical. You may be left forearm, right hand. Keep lifting the chest. Stay there for 3, for 2, for 1, then come back onto your hands. All right, we're just going to heel toe the right foot back into the middle. Take the right hand on the outside. And now we're going to come into your version of a front splits. So, easiest way to do this, I find, is to wiggle, scoot, another word, the left foot back, and then maybe you do the same with the right foot. Flex the right toes and you can keep pushing the right heel forward, and then come to fingertips. Again, if you want to use some bricks on your hands, you can do that. I prefer to stay a bit folded here. Feel like you're pulling the feet towards each other. If your pelvis goes completely on the floor, that's great, but find a bit of lift in the chest, so maybe you can find a bit of a back bend here. If your pelvis is completely down and you're sitting here chilling in a full splits, reach back, draw the left heel towards your backside and catch onto your left foot, finding a quad stretch. Stay there for 3, for 2, for 1. Now coming out of this is a bit tricky. You might find you take the mat with you. Fingertips on the floor on your bricks. Lift the right leg up towards the sky. Give the right leg a little shake out. And just put your right foot down. Back into a downward facing dog. From our down dog, breathe in, lift the left leg up, please. Keep it straight. Leg stays high as we breathe out, heel towards the backside. Open up the hip. Now the left knees are all high. Take a breath in, arms are straight and strong. As we breathe out, left foot steps on the outside of the left hand and then place it down. Lift the spine, lift the chest. On the fingertips, or again the hands, or bricks is a great option. Right, you're puffing your chest up through your arms. And as you find that bit of lift, find something to focus on. Maybe it's your breath, maybe you're closing the eyes. If you wish, if you did it on the other side, right forearm goes down, and then maybe the left forearm. And although the hips are sinking, can you find a bit of lift in the chest? Just for 3, for 2, for 1, and then come back onto the hands. All right, heel to the left foot back into the middle as you take the left foot out to the side, and then you can slide your right foot back a little bit, heel to the left foot forward. Yep. And then flex the left toes towards you. You can always feel a bit vulnerable in this position. Okay, so again, if you want to put your hands on bricks, that's great. But really push the right heel back. Push on the left heel down and feel like you're trying to pull the feet slightly towards each other. There's a bit of lift in the hips. Again, if pelvis is on the floor, draw the right heel towards your backside, bend the right leg, reach back with the hands and clasp onto the foot to find even more of hip extension in the right hip. Otherwise, you're here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Come back onto the bricks or fingertips. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Put the hands down. As you exhale, just put the left foot down. Now, option to stay here in a downward facing dog or move through vinyasa, which I'm going to take. Inhale, roll forward to your plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to downward facing dog. Okay, there's one more little sequence to do before we sit down. Inhale, lift the right leg up, but keep it straight this time. And as you exhale, just step your right foot through. Spin the back heel down. Inhale, come straight into warrior 2. And hold it there as you exhale. So because we've done front splits, we do a little bit of box splits out to the side. Turn the palms to face up. Inhale, reach the hands up, straighten the front leg. As we exhale, come back to warrior 2. We're just going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, take the hands up again. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, back to warrior 2. And 1 more time. Inhale to reach. And exhale to warrior 2. Take the hands onto the hips. Inhale, straighten the front leg. As we exhale, pivot on the right heel. Now, if this is your comfort zone, or you're comfortable doing this, stay here. Or maybe take the feet a little bit wider. So you feel a mild stretch in the groin muscles. And the hands are on the hips. Inhale, lift the chest up. Then as you exhale, tailbone goes back and we begin to fold. You might hear a pop. I don't know if you heard my hips pop there. Popping is all right. Maybe the fingertips go towards the floor, or if the legs are feeling strong enough, hold on to opposite elbows. So not only the feet are on the floor, letting yourself fold just for a few breaths. Again, if you've got a longer box splits in your practice, you can take the feet out even wider. Be my guest. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Take your hands onto your hips. Then as you inhale, rise, come up. Great. As we exhale, it's going to be tricky to come out of this. Just turn the right toes to face forward. Yeah, we're going to spin on the ball of the back foot and place your hands down. Now, we are going to practice a handstand. I did promise. So, if you want to just watch me for a second, you can put your back knee down and come into a little low lunge. So, with handstand, the idea is that we're trying to keep the legs open. The further the legs are away from each other, the more balance we have. So, if you're a bit unsure and you're at home, maybe you want to place something around you like a blanket or a big cushion just in case. But the idea is that we're looking to find some lightness, not necessarily fully take the legs overhead. So put the palms on the floor either side of your front foot. Yeah. Now tuck the toes under and lift your back knee. In order for us to come up, we need to take the right foot back slightly. So just slide the right foot back to the midpoint of the mat. Now, before we kick, we're going to try to keep our legs open. As soon as the right foot leaves the floor, the right toes flex. All right? So hands down, arms are straight, looking between the hands. Lean the weight into the hands, keep your arms completely straight. As you swing with your left leg, take a little hop with your right foot and flex the right toes. That's what you're doing. You're flexing the right toes. The left leg speeds us up and the right leg slows us down. Little hops. Then if you find you catch a bit of a balance, try to keep your legs open. Stay in there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the foot down, or you can take a little vinyasa if you like. Inhale to your back bend. And exhale to downward facing dog. Alright, so we're all in down dog, no matter how we got there. And then from our downward facing dog, inhale, left leg goes up, please. As we exhale, knee towards the nose and step the foot through. Kind of come straight into warrior 2. So spin the back heel down, inhale, sweep the arms up. And pause there as we exhale. Hands are reaching away from each other. We're bending into the front leg. Let's create a bit of flow. So turn the palms to face up. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach the palms to touch. Exhale, back to warrior 2. And again, inhale. And exhale. And one more inhale. And exhale. Hands go to hips. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Then as we exhale, pivot on the left heel and fold forward. Then once you've got the hands on the floor, you're then able to walk your feet away from each other. Taking the feet a little bit wider. If you've done my morning practice, this is similar to what we do that in the morning. And maybe if you're doing this quite a lot now, you're comfortable going a little bit further. But you make sure the hands are there to support you. If the inner groin muscles are feeling strong, feel free to take the hands off the floor. You could even take your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers and push the knuckles up towards the sky. That can feel quite nice, but let your neck be long. Especially after a few chaturangas. Stay in there for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Put your hands down back on the floor. Upright your spine, take your hands onto your hips, come up, and then turn your left toes to face out. Pivot on the ball of the back foot, take your hands down either side of the front foot. So we're not going to handstand like this. I mean, you can try, but slide your left foot back a little bit, please. Here you go. All right, so left foot goes right, kind of to the middle of the mat. Yeah, if you've got one of those mats with markings on it, it kind of helps to let you know where the middle is. Hands are on the floor. Just make sure if you've got something in front of you, like I have a mirror, for example, you don't want to smash the mirror. So maybe go a little bit further away. Palms are down, arms are straight. This time, our right leg is going to speed it up. So it's going to swing like it's a golf club. And then that will speed us up, but the left foot will slow us down as we flex the left toes once they leave the floor. So lean forward into the hands, take a little swing at the right foot and a little hop with the left foot. And that's it. Swing and hop. And don't think about, I must find a handstand. Instead think, can I find some lightness? How softly can you land? Yeah, exactly. Give it a few more swings. Keeping the legs open. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then step back to down dog and move for that little vinyasa. Lower down. Inhale, come up. And exhale to downward facing dog. Okay, from downward facing dog, take a long, slow inhale for the nose. And exhale for the mouth. And again, inhale for the nose. Exhale for the mouth. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Take your knees down, please. Knees together. Sit back on your heels, but take the hands behind you. So the back of the hands on your mat. Let yourself fold over. And take a few long, slow breaths here. Okay, when you're ready, slowly roll yourself to sit up on your heels. Great. Now, because we've done a little bit of, well, quite a lot of hamstring opening, we do a tiny bit of quad opening just to create a bit of balance, and also a little bit of shoulder opening too. So come to sit down on your bum and find Dandasana. Legs out in front. Cool. Okay, first thing to do is bring your hands behind you. Yeah, and then just draw the sole of the right foot onto the floor, and then let the right knee open up. So now the right knee is opening as if you're doing a tree pose, getting ready for Janu Shirasana. Sole of the right foot is on the inner left thigh, and the right knee is moving down towards the floor. Because a lot of the time when you're holding a splits, you're trying to keep the thighs engaged, the adductors moving towards each other. Now we're going to practice a bit of external hip rotation. So then stay there for a sec, lean forward, and then maybe take your hands either side of your front leg. With the top of the right foot on the floor, flex the left toes towards you. Breathe in, lift your chest. As you breathe out, walk the hands forward. Again, if you did my morning class, then you know what I like to do instead of using a strap is to bend the left leg, hold on to the back of the left calf, and then use that as leverage to pull yourself forward. As you straighten out the left leg, maybe you crawl up the left leg towards the ankle. And if it's available to you, right hand can turn the thumb down, can reach to the outside of the left foot. Left hand can reach to the inside of the left foot, the inner arch. Use that as leverage to pull yourself forward. Right toes are flexing. Keeping a bit of life in the right ankle. Last 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back up. Nicely done. Put the right shin bone completely on the floor. Take your right hand behind you. Turn the right fingertips to face completely away. Reach the left hand forward. Take a breath in, lift the chest. Then as we breathe out, push down for the right shin, the right hand, and reach your left hand back. So just get a nice big stretch on the side of the body and let the left hip flexors open up. Maybe you look towards the left hand, take another breath. And then breathe out slowly, bring your back side onto the floor. We're going to switch sides now, so right leg goes out and left leg goes in. Set yourself up Sole the left foot on the inner right thigh. Flex all 10 toes. Left toes move out to the left, right toes move back towards your face. Hands can start off behind you. Make sure both your sit bones, the bony bits of your bum, are on the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. Then as you exhale, lean forward and maybe start to walk the hands forward. Little bend in the right leg. Hold on to the back of the lower left leg. Use that as leverage. Pull just a little bit. Now, if you feel any discomfort in the bent leg knee, if that makes sense, you can walk your left foot forward a little bit to decrease the angle of the joint. Sometimes that helps. But try to keep the left ankle doing something. It's not just relaxing. Then walk and crawl your hands up your leg. If the foot's available to you, left hand this time on the outer arch and right hand on the inner arch. Both thumbs are facing down, palms are facing each other. Pull yourself forward, leading with the chest. Stay in there for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come back up. Nicely done. Bring the left hand behind you, left fingertips face away. Point the right toes, left shin bone on the floor. Reach the right hand forward, inhale, lift the chest. Then as you exhale, reach up and back. So as you reach the right hand towards the back wall, your right foot is on the floor. Left shin bone is down, you're pressing with the left hand. Just stretch out the whole front of the body. Couple more breaths. One more inhale, everyone. And then exhale, slowly come back down. Great, take both your legs out in front. Give your legs a little shake out. Okay, so to finish off, we are going to lie down, but we're going to try to hold it at the bottom, almost like we're doing Ardha Navasana, like a low boat. So scoot yourself, if that's a word, right to the edge of your mat. So the toes at the very end. Flex the toes then back towards your face and reach the hands forward. Take a breath in. As we breathe out, begin to roll yourself back. So the sacrum goes down, the lower back, the middle back, but not the upper back, and stay there. Hands are reaching forward. Pull the belly button and press the lower back into the floor. Yeah, then you have the option, if you like there, just be careful with this, lift the feet off the floor. Should feel quite challenging. You feel this in the abdominals. If you want to go a bit further, reach the hands back. Stay there for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1, lie down. Reach your hands back. Take a big inhale, big stretch. Exhale through your mouth. And again, big inhale, big stretch. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Big inhale, big stretch. And let it go. Nicely done. Cactus the arms. Let the elbows be in line with the shoulders. Bring the soles of the feet onto the floor. Now your knees are bent. Cross your right leg fully over your left leg. So thigh over thigh. You can shift your hips as you press into the left foot over towards the right side slightly. Yep. Take a breath in. And then breathe out, find a little twist. So just very, very gentle. Left hand can go on the outside of the right knee. Generally speaking, the closer the hand is towards the knee as opposed to the hip, you get a bit more leverage. And then turn your face towards the right. But although you're resting your left hand on your right knee, my advice would be not to pull it, just let it rest there. Turn the face towards the right. Take 3 slow quality breaths. Another breath in. And then breathe out. Take the knee back to the middle. Yeah, uncross your legs. Great. You can shift the hips back to the middle for the moment. And then cross left leg over the right leg. Once again, cactus the arms. Push into the right foot. Maybe you shift the hips to the left a little bit. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, find your twist. Knees move over towards the right hand side. If you wish, right hand on the outside of the left knee. Anchor down for the shoulders, so press down particularly for the left shoulder. And you can turn your face towards the left. Our neck is part of our spine, so do let your face turn, but you can close your eyes. Maybe now you don't need your vision. And as you minimize distraction, you can begin to come back to that breath that you always had. Take a few more here. And whenever you're ready, take the knees back to the middle. Great. Uncross the legs, knees into the chest, hips back in the middle. Hands on the shins or the knees. And you've got the option here, if you like, the first time, to maybe take your happy baby. Just press the heels up towards the sky. If you have the option to straighten your legs out, feel free to do that. Otherwise, knees are bent. And knees are moving to the outside of the armpits. Fine, just one more breath. Breathe out, find Badakanasana. Soles of the feet together, outer edges of the feet on the mat. Bring your right hand onto your tummy and your left hand onto your chest. If you like to rock a little bit here from side to side, a little bit of movement can feel nice. Motion is lotion, as they say. Gradually release the breath. Take a long, slow inhale for your nose. Exhale for your mouth. And again, inhale for the nose. And let it go. One more. Fully inhale. And let it go. And you can use the hands to help you if you like. Take the knees back together real slow. And just slide your legs away. Come into your Shavasana. Hands by your side. Let the eyes close over. Take up as much room as you like. For the next few moments, there's nowhere you need to be. Allow the eyes to sink back into the sockets. And let every breath out give you a sense of calm, a sense of quiet. Give yourself permission to completely let go. We created all of that movement so that we can now do nothing. And although it can be really tempting to hold on to the breath, relinquish control. Let the breath take care of itself. For the next few moments, less is more. Okay. Stay on your back. Allow your eyes to stay closed. And just bring your awareness back to your breath. Place your right hand on your tummy and your left hand on your chest. Take a second to notice how you feel now compared to when you first lay down. Maybe you feel a bit calmer, a bit present, a bit more present, and a bit more balanced. Then just reach the arms behind you, take a big stretch. Roll to your right side and sit in any way that's comfortable for you. We're going to take a couple of rounds of Nadi Shodanam, so alternate nostril breathing. If you're not sure, you can look at me. It's a really great way to create balance in the body. There's many mudras you can do. What I like to do is, you can copy me, bring your palm out, whichever hand you are. Let's go with right hand so it makes it easier for everyone. Right hand is open, and then make the peace sign with your right hand. Bring the two fingers together, turn the hand towards you, bring the tips of the fingers onto your third eye, your forehead. Then you can support your right elbow with your left hand. Sit tall. Your ring finger is on the outside of your left nostril, and your thumb is on the outside of your right nostril. As you sit tall here, close your left nostril with your ring finger and take a long, slow inhale for your right nostril. Close the right nostril, open the left, exhale through left. Keep the left open, the right closed, inhale through left. Close left, exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close right, open left, exhale through left. Inhale through left. Close left, exhale right. Last time, inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Now bring your hands into prayer. Take a big inhale through both your nostrils. Exhale through your mouth. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Bow your head slightly. We're going to take one Om to close. Inhale. Bow the head towards the heart. Take a moment to be grateful that you have the discipline to practice, to seek balance in our body, in our mind, and in our soul. With thanks for you and for joining me today, take the thumbs to our forehead. Namaste.